Yo, what's up everybody, it's Kale, and if you can tell by the title of this video, we're going to be going over the before and after of the plans I plan on making to my Trackhawk. As y'all know, recently I got a Trackhawk, very, very cool car. Make sure you watch the video of how all that stuff went down. But it's been a few days after that now, and the car is still completely stock. So pretty much in this video, I'm going to take you guys around the car, you know, explain some things and explain y'all what I'm going to do. And then the second half of this video is going to be those mods and stuff like that actually in the car. Be sure to comment down below what you think about the car. What's your favorite car? What are some of the things you did to your first car? Or what are some of the first things you did to your car when you first got it? You know, things from tint to performance mods to change out speakers, things like that. I definitely want to know what y'all have done. So yeah, without further ado, let's get it started. All right, y'all, so like I said, my baby is completely stock. Really stock for me. The previous owners, I'll open the hood for y'all. The previous owners, they changed out the exhaust, they put a catch can on there. So they really haven't done too much, but it came like this tinted. Same thing with the tail lights. As you can tell, the tail lights are tinted as well. I mean, it looks super clean, but this is all the previous owner's work. I have not done anything to it, but I mean, as you can see, it's beautiful. Like, I love it so much. I got the double sunroof. I guess they call that a moonroof. But I mean, it is so sexy. At least I think so. But yeah, so I mean, I guess starting off, the first thing I was gonna do was tint. So as you can tell here, let's get a better look at it. The front windows are lightly tinted. Maybe the camera won't do it justice, but I'll probably get the front windows tinted just darker, just so the car like completes itself. And here, I'll show you guys the inside as well. We got peanut butter guts, that's what you call it. So it's like a suede, leather. So like it's brown. It may look a little bit orange on camera, but it's called peanut butter. I mean, it's super clean, and it gives it a nice luxury look as well. But I mean, the car is super clean. Like, and I mean, I've never really wanted a white car just because, you know, white cars get dirty easier. But I don't know, man. Something about this one, it's doing something to me. It's doing something to me. But yeah. So I mean, eventually I'm gonna get the front windows, like the driver and passenger side windows, tinted. But I guess we can go to the inside now. So what's happening very soon here is I'm gonna get a radar detector and a dash cam. So radar detector is probably gonna be somewhere right here, like in the middle, and then same, the dash cam is gonna be in the middle as well. So they're probably gonna be side by side next to each other, up kind of high on the windshield. So I'm getting all this stuff done in the day. Those are some of the first few things, is the radar detector and the dash cam. I'm also gonna get whatchamacallit, I'm gonna get security on the vehicle. You know, with these cars, one of the biggest things, just with, you know, Mopar in general, but these cars get stolen a lot. I mean, I'm sure y'all know that. I'm sure y'all know how much these cars get stolen. Whether it's a Charger, whether it's a Challenger, Grand Cherokee. I mean, these cars, they're targeted because, for one, Dodge makes them really easy to steal. So that's also, you know, going against me. But that's one of the first things I planned on doing originally. I had made my appointment to get the security installed before I even had the car. That's how serious I was about it. So very shortly, I'm gonna get a GPS tracker, kill switch, and I'm gonna get something called an IGLA lock. Real quick with the IGLA, it's pretty much like a pin code system. So anytime you get in the car, after you get past the kill switch and the lock door, obviously, for the car to start up, you have to put in a pin code. And if you don't put in the pin code, the car is not going to start up. So that, along with some other stuff, I'm going to put a few air tags in here. The kill switch I'm getting comes with a tracker, but just as a backup measure, I'm going to put a few air tags in here, things like that. But I mean, I'm really excited. Like I said, at the time of this recording, I got the car. At the time of this recording, it's Monday. I got the car Friday, so I haven't even had it really, you know, only a few days. And I'm really kind of paranoid to drive it around and at least leave it in big parking lots like the store, the mall, things like that. But once I get the security on there, that is the biggest thing. That'll definitely, let me get inside because it's hot. That'll definitely make me feel a lot better. And just because, you know, like I said, these cars are targeted and they're so easy to steal. I mean, you can push the car in neutral, you know, take the plate off, put the car in neutral. I'm getting something for that too, a plate cover. That way you can't put my car in neutral. I mean, I'm trying to minimize the different ways you could steal this car, and hopefully it either takes so long or such a deterrent that the thief just gives up because it's taking too long, or that I figure out what's going on and I come out there and either I handle it or I call the police and they handle it. But yeah, I want to make this car as hard to steal as possible. you know. But yeah, I mean, those are pretty much my major things. Radar detector. The dash cam I'm getting has 4 cameras, so that's gonna be nice to see. I'm gonna have, here, I'll show you. A camera pointing outside this windshield and then one pointing inside at the cab. And then if we look to the back, I'm gonna have a camera pointing outside the back and then inside the back, so I can see, like if I have passengers in the back, I can see the back of their heads. It's gonna be really, really nice. Something else I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna get, like I already have the mount for it. I'm pretty much gonna put like almost like a stick right here, like a mount with a 360 camera. I'm sure you've seen that on Instagram 1,000 times. So people are driving around with like the pole and the camera on it, and they have like a 360 camera, so they can just turn the camera around and see everything. Like you can, you know, look over it, especially if you know if you're racing, which I don't plan on doing, but if you're racing somebody, or you know, especially driving this car, a lot of people, like everybody stops, waves, roll down their windows, kids do the revs thing, people scream. I mean, I almost feel like a little mini celebrity driving this car. But a lot of people, you know, are interested in a car like this, because I feel like a Trackhawk is different than a regular Hellcat. It's different than a Camaro, different than a Mustang. A Trackhawk, in my opinion, is a little more rare. You get what I'm saying? A little more, you know, just unique. They only made Trackhawks for 3 years. So if you didn't get them between 18 and 21, mine is 18, so the first year they made it. If you didn't get it between those 3 years, you can't get one, and you cannot get one new anymore. They're all used. You can get some with low miles. Thankfully, one I feel like I got a crazy deal on mine. You can get one with low miles, but you're never gonna get a brand new one. And I mean, you know, I just feel like you see Chargers and Hellcats every day. Like at least where I live near Charlotte, North Carolina. I see Hellcats and Challengers every single day. I've seen SRT Jeeps, but I've probably seen only maybe one Trackhawk, like out in the wild. So it's kind of cool that I have one, because I mean, like I said, if this was a Hellcat, I'd probably still get waves, things like that. But a Trackhawk is just a little bit more rare. But yeah, anytime I see somebody in a muscle car, they always honk the horn, put a thumbs up, do this outside the window, rev their engine, pull up next to me. I mean, you'll see, I mean, you saw it in the last video, that was our first time driving it, and somebody in the Mustang put up next to us and tried to race us. Obviously, you know, be safe. I don't condone racing. If that's what you do, be careful. I mean, be safe. I can't tell you how to drive your car, but I mean, I am super, super, super excited about this car in particular. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I definitely want to get into more, like, you know, vlogs, things like that. And now I have a reason to do it, because I have, you know, a really cool car. So definitely comment down below, what do y'all think about the car? What's your thoughts? Give me some advice. What were some things you would do to it? I know eventually, far down the line, I'm gonna get the vehicle wrapped. I'm either gonna do half white camo and half blue camo, like right down the middle. Like, here, let me get to the front. So like this side would be half white camo, and then this side would be half blue camo all the way down. Or I'm gonna do one or the other, the complete way around. So either the whole car white camo, or the whole car blue camo, or half and half. I haven't decided yet, but that's like long term. But I mean, the car is it's really clean. Like, I don't mind having it like this for a while. Like, it just looks so aggressive. Like, I love how at the bottom down here, I got the extra vents. Because my friend, he actually has a regular Grand Cherokee. And so when I got this car, we were comparing like just how the cars look different. I mean, there's definitely a huge difference. Like, the badging obviously gives it away. Same thing with the brake calipers, how those are yellow. But I mean, when people pull up to me, especially if they're into cars, they know. Like, you can obviously hear it too. I'll cut the car on for y'all in a minute. But I mean, people know. Like, when I'm driving around in this, I usually drive around with the sunroof down so I can wave back at people. But I mean, people know this is not a regular Grand Cherokee. They know it's not an SRT. They know this is the Mac Daddy of them all. But yeah, and I mean, like I said, oh, here, I guess I'll show you guys under the hood real quick. So here's me under the hood. So all of this is stock. The only thing, I took it to a car place earlier just to have them look over everything. The only two things the previous owners did was they put an oil catch can, which I know someone's gonna roast me online. I'm not really too good with cars performance wise. I'm assuming is this, and they changed out the exhaust. But everything else in here is completely bone stock. My plans, performance wise, I want to change out this can, then I want to put a leg maker in here, because leg makers, they have a crazy whine. This car definitely has the whine, but it's honestly, I'll be honest, it's not as much as I thought, but it's probably just because the air intake. So I'm going to change out the air intake, and then I was going to change out the exhaust, but after talking to the mechanic earlier, he was saying the exhaust I have on there now is really good, and it's titanium, and he was telling me that you really can't get better than titanium, so maybe I'll just leave it on there for a while. But yeah, I mean, I definitely want to change out and put a leg maker in here, because the leg maker just makes the whine sound so much crazier. But I mean, it's beautiful. Like, this is a piece of history right here that I own. I mean, they will never ever do anything like this again. The way the world's going with cars, it's all going electric. I mean, so you would never see a 700 horsepower supercharged V8 in anything, let alone, you know, Grand Cherokee is almost like a family vehicle. I mean, it's so nice. There we go. It's so nice. I mean, but yeah, I'm definitely digging it. I mean, I'm curious to see what else I plan on doing, like, because there's so many outlets you can go with cars. Like, I don't really want to get into the performance side too much. I kind of want to keep everything classic. Like, I don't want to be going in there and swapping out all of the OEM parts. Like I said, the two things I want to do are air intake for sure, and then maybe an exhaust. After that, I'm not trying to get this thing up to 800, 1,000 horsepower. Like, I like the car as it is. And yeah, I mean, very excited about the plans. I'm glad I get to document it. You know, I've recently started the car Instagram. I'll leave the link in the description. It is at kale.hawk on Instagram, and obviously my main Instagram is at kale.clt. Be sure to give me a follow on there. Be sure to follow the car page on Instagram. That's where I'm going to do a lot more documenting in day-to-day posts. I'm planning on, like I said, I'm going to have that 360 camera up there, but I'm also going to start wearing a GoPro. That way I can record, you know, just me driving, things like that. Obviously, again, do not condone racing. If you race, be safe. But yeah, I mean, I'm really happy I got this car, and I'm happy I get to document it all and share it with y'all, and y'all can give me some advice. Maybe some of y'all in the car, some of y'all not. But yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite purchases I've made. I mean, I definitely have the coolest car in my friend group, and everybody was excited. You know, there was a lot of stuff going on that led up to me getting this car. I'll make sure to film another video on that. But I mean, this is so nice. Like, I really do enjoy it. So yeah, I can't think of too much else to say. Like I said, just do a recap. Very soon we're getting security put on it, which is going to be kill switches, trackers, and then that pin code system. We're going to get some cameras put on there. We are going to get a radar detector, and then, oh yeah, something else too. I also didn't start the car for y'all, which I probably should do. Something else too, I'm thinking about getting a sub in the back, because in my other car I have a kicker in the trunk, and I do like it a lot because it makes it sound very nice on a bass head. Only thing I don't like about in my other car is it sits right in the trunk. So if I'm having groceries or something back here, it just sits right here, a giant sub. But with this one, we can actually put the sub potentially under here in the spare wheel well. So I'm gonna have to talk to the guy about that very soon. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking about, I'm a bass head, man. I love bass. Definitely gonna talk to him about putting a sub back here as well. Just so you know, the sounds a lot better and a lot beefier. But yeah, I'll cut the car on for y'all, let you guys hear it. But that is going to do it for this one. Like I said, this is just, you know, a little quick video, or quick half of the video. Next half of the video will be, I guess, us after all that stuff gets put on there. So yeah, here's just a quick little sound test for y'all. Everybody, here we are a few days later, and the car has had its upgrades now. So now I'm gonna show you guys some of the improvements we've made to the car in the short time we've had it. So visually from the outside, the car is pretty much the exact same. One thing you can tell right off the bat that we got a little 360 camera. So now when I'm driving, if you followed the car's page on Instagram, you've seen some clips. But I mean, it's very standard. You see it on a lot of cars. It's like a little selfie stick and a 360 camera, and when you drive by, you just record people's reactions, things like that. But from the outside, the car is the exact same. You can't tell anything's been done, really. I mean, it pretty much, besides that camera up there, it looks the exact same as it did when I bought it. However, when we go to the inside, there's a few giveaways off rip. So first thing is, when you get inside right here, you can see we have a camera, or a dash cam. We have this right here is off right now, but this is a radar detector. So obviously the radar detector kind of speaks for itself, you know. With police, you know, just targeting people, I have a radar, you know. I don't speed or nothing, but just, you know, this way I can know if someone's looking at me, things like that. And then this right here is a dash cam. This is the Van True, I think it's the N5. So I really like this dash cam because it's 4 cameras. Let's see if it's gonna work. I don't know, because the car is off. Yeah, it's just a frozen image. Oh yeah, that sucks. But normally, if I was to press the buttons on there, it would show the different views. So, oh, okay, it's doing it now. It's just taking a while. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why it's acting so slow, but so like it has 4 cameras. So here's the first one. Well, first, so this is the inside. This is us right now. Outside the front, and then it's gonna do inside the second row. So like that's the second row from the trunk looking in, and this is the outside of the back. So 4 different cameras. I like it a lot. You probably can't see it. The camera focuses, you might be able to, but there's a camera back there where that little green light is. Yeah, there it is now. So there's 2 cameras, one pointing in, one pointing out. But that's the first 2 giveaways when you get inside the car, is the dash cam and the radar detector. I mean, those were one of the first few things I got. And then something else I got, obviously with this being a nicer car, and if you know about Dodge, you know I had to get trackers and kill switches on them. So starting off from the top, I have, I think, 4 air tags in the car, hidden throughout the car. So 4 separate air tags, which, you know, that's like a cheap, quick, easy way to keep track of the car. You know, air tags, you can put them in your wallet, you can put them anywhere. That's just a cheap, quick way just to have multiple fail safes. I mean, if you find 1, if you find 2, you're probably not going to find all 4 of them. The biggest thing is, and this is something you can't see, I have a legit tracker and a legit kill switch on the car. So I'm gonna open the door, but you can't see it. So like right now, let's just say you even got my car keys. You got my car keys right here, Trackhawk keys, obviously the red one. You got in the car and you stole my keys, you got in the car and you try to start it. So we're gonna put my foot on the brake and then we're gonna try to start it. Nothing happens. Engine's not on. Obviously, you know, the electronics are on. Even if you, that's my radar detector going off. But even if you were to press it again, nothing. Car is not going to start. Some of y'all may know about IGLA. IGLA is it's a pin code system. I'm going to close the door, that way the car will reset. But it's a pin code system. So when you get in my car, you have to put in a pin code to start the car. And that's like, I made the appointment to get my kill switch and trackers before I even had the car. So depending on how you wire it, I went to a shop and the person did it for me, did an amazing job. Really good job. I'm gonna go back to him for some more work, for some other stuff with this car. But pretty much when I get in the car, I have to put in the code every single time, and that code could be, it could be here, it could be here, it could be over here, but I have to put in the code, and then when I put in the code, the car will start. So it's such a good peace of mind, because, you know, obviously I don't want to get carjacked, and I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. Even if someone gets my keys, breaks into my house, takes them out of my pocket while I'm out, or I drop them, or, you know, straight up just snatches them from me, I know that they cannot start the car. It's a very big peace of mind. So I'm gonna put in my code now. Obviously I'm not gonna show you, but I'm gonna put in my code now, and I'll start the car for y'all. All right, y'all, we now have access to the car. Put in my code, so we can go ahead and start the car now. So I'll press the button, you'll hear the engine. So every time I get in my car, you have to put in that code. And I mean, at first I thought I was gonna get annoyed with it, but I actually like it. I don't mind waiting the 5 seconds it takes to start my car. Like, I really don't mind it. It sounds so nice too. My car sounds so nice. But I actually don't mind, you know, the 5 seconds it takes when I get in my car to put the code in every time. I really don't. I mean, I thought I would get annoyed, but you get what I'm saying? I'm a patient person with stuff like this. Hopefully you can hear me over there. It's all going crazy. I'm a patient person when it comes to stuff like this. So I really don't mind it, and I kind of like it. You know, I like having to tell myself, like, hey, when I get in my car, got to put in the code. It's just peace of mind. So that was the biggest thing right there. Maybe I'll make another video if you guys want. I'll make another video of me kind of going into more depth. God, this car is so loud. It's sucking in so much air from the engine. I'll cut it off now for y'all. But yeah, that was the biggest thing. Like I said, I might make a separate video just kind of going into a little more in-depth in it. But that was the biggest thing. And that kill switch also comes with a tracker too. And I can control it from my phone. I also have a nice little handy dandy key fob right here. So if you know, let me take it off my neck. If any of y'all know anything about CompuStar, you kind of know how they work. They have different models, different versions you can get. I got the T13, so if I want to arm my car, is it going to focus? Right now my car is disarmed, so you can go open the doors and something happen. But if I arm it, it's going to go to lock. So now here we just press the unlock button. It's going to beep, and the doors will unlock. Something else I got too. Again, this is right here is just another cheap deterrent. You know, I spent the big bucks on the actual, you know, real security. This right here, it's just another cheap deterrent. It's something called car lock. So where is it at? It's right, if the camera focus, it's right here. It's just an OBD plugin. You can Google what car lock is, but it's pretty much just like a little company. Oh, not a little company, but a little device you plug into the ODB port, and it's just like a little cheap security. Car lock costs like $35 for the actual piece, and then if you pay the monthly, I think it's like 11 bucks a month. It's just it's just another layer of a deterrent. Again, it's cheap. It's not going to stop nobody. All you gotta do is just unplug in. It's useless, but it's just another step someone has to do. But car lock, it also offers you know, GPS tracking. So again, like I said, I have the AirTags, I have the car lock, which has a tracker on it, and I have the actual kill switch, which is hidden in my car. Obviously I don't know where it's at. The guy who installed it didn't show me, didn't tell me. So I have, you know, several different trackers on here. And the biggest thing when it comes to preventing your car from getting stolen, it's just deterrent. You know, like they always say, if somebody really wants the car, they're going to take it. That is, you know, I kind of get that. Unless you have a garage or something, or you live like out in the middle of nowhere. But the biggest thing is, thieves want to be quick. Like, maybe not a minute or less, you know, roughly, but it's like if they're going to hotwire the car or copy the keys, that's really popular nowadays, and they see that doesn't work. It's just like they're just gonna cut their losses and move on, because eventually they're gonna get caught. If you sit in the car long enough, especially with all the stuff I have on here, I'm gonna get notified. And either I'm gonna come out and, you know, see what's going on, I'm gonna call the police and they're gonna come out and see what's going on. Either way, those two things do not end up well for thieves. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, the car lock is just another cheap little deterrent. You plug it in, it tracks. It also has an alarm, like if the engine starts and you don't disarm on your phone. Car lock will, again, make your phone go crazy, just like my other real security. And then the last thing I have on here, especially with Mopars, if you know with Chargers and Challengers and Mopars, you can, and Chargers is down here, it's in the cup holder, but you know, Trackhawk, if you pop this up, there's a little neutral thing here, but as you can see, I don't know if you can hear that, but I have a metal plate blocking this. So this is another way they try to steal these cars. They will force the car in neutral, and they'll simply just push it away. They'll just push it far enough away, and then they'll bring up another truck or something, and they will steal your car. You get what I'm saying? They'll just push the car in neutral, and then take another car, or take their hands or whatever, and just slowly push your car up the road. Once they get it far enough, they're going to come by with a pickup truck or a tow truck and tow your shit away. So, you know, I've definitely, before I got this car, I definitely did a lot of research on just the different ways you could get this car, steal this car. And obviously, you know, I don't have a garage, which is something, you know, that's a really big deterrent. But I feel like for what I've done, I've made it really, really hard to get this car, because I've worked really, really hard for it, and that's the goal. Make it as hard as possible. So hard to where, just like with a house, if someone wants to break into your house, if they really want to get in, could they? Yeah. But if you have really good security, if you have dogs, things like that, obviously, you know, if you carry things like that and they know, they're probably just going to go next door. So same thing with this car. You know, I'm making this car as hard as it is to get in, so hard that you'd rather just go to another car. You just say it's not even worth it. It's going to take too much time, too much effort. The owner's going to find out, the cops are going to show up. Let's just go to another car. Excuse me for sweating, y'all. Just got back from the gym. But yeah, I mean, those are the major things I've done to my car since I've got it. As you can see, my keys on top of the car. Dash cams, which is 4. We got the radar detector for obvious reasons. We got the camera on top. You know, those are nice little clips I can make when I drive my car. And we got the cheap AirTags, which, you know, we got a few of those stashed throughout the car. Obviously, you see the 2 in my center console. I gotta hide somewhere. And then we got the car lock, which is another one. And then we have the actual security, the IGLA pin code system is what it's called if you're interested. And then I have the CompuStar T13 model. They work together great. CompuStar's pretty good. CompuStar is like a deterrent, whereas IGLA is like, you're not stealing the car. Like, you get what I'm saying? And how would y'all rate how I treated this car in terms of just my first few, I don't want to call them mods, but just first few, I guess, mods, enhancements, improvements, changes I've done to it. You know, obviously it's not affecting how the car drives. I'm not going faster, I'm not louder, nothing like that. But I'm definitely feel like I'm protecting and investing in my investment, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? So I'm really excited about it. I know it's been a while since I dropped a video. I've just been really busy. Since I got this car, it's just been crazy. Like, because a lot of y'all started watching me because of streaming like games, and I definitely want to get back into that groove of playing the game consistently. You know, it's just hard when you're not monetizing YouTube to every day want to make videos, things like that. I'm sure, you know, if you're a content creator or you know, an up-and-coming content creator, you get that, how hard it can be to just be consistent and make videos all the time. But yeah, like I said, I am really excited about this car. I'm really excited to, you know, document the journey I make on this car. Make sure to follow my car Instagram page. It's at kale.hawk. I'll put a screenshot. I'll leave a link in the description. That's why I'm gonna be having all my car stuff in terms of modifications, changes to the car, things like that. But I mean, my baby looks so nice, so nice. Like, it just looks so menacing. Even from the side, I mean, with the yellow Brimbos, and then the white color with the blacked out. It just looks so nice. But yeah, like I said, y'all, those are the mods I've done to my car first. Comment down below, let me know what you think. What would you have done? You know, give me a little rating on how you think I did. But yeah, that is it for the video. So as always, I appreciate y'all for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.